Hey guys, how's it going? So welcome back to a new League of Legends video. Not a gameplay, just the new Nunu and Willem abilities came out. They got revealed, so I'm just gonna do a video on it, just showing what they are and my reaction to them and all that. So let's take a look at what they are and how they've changed them in his way. So Nunu and Willem, the boy and his Yeti. They'll be the greatest heroes ever. One day, after Nunu discovered the fearsome monster of legend was just waiting for a good snowball fight, he and Willem became the best of friends. Now they roam from one adventure to the next, their imagination running wild, and the wintry magic making it real, unaware that they play with the power to save the Freljord. Okay, so his passive, Call of the Freljord. Damaging enemy champions, large monsters, or structures, this is important, structures over here, increases the attack speed and movement speed of Willem and a nearby ally for a few seconds, prioritizing the ally with the highest attack speed. While Willem hears the call of the Freljord, his basic attacks cleave the immediate area for a portion of the damage. So let's take a look. So to me this is really important. The part where it says structures over here, it suggests to me that he can be played top lane as like a split push champion because he gets increasing amount of attack speed and movement speed. So he can attack towers, get a bunch of attack speed to attack fast and do more damage, as well as if their jungler or the enemy laner comes back, he has a movement speed to run away. And the fact that it prioritizes the ally with the highest attack speed over here, this also suggests that they want him to be more of a support champion as well, because they want him to prioritize the ally instead of him. So going on to his Q, Consume. Willem takes a bite of the enemy. Willem takes a bite of the enemy, dealing true damage to monsters and minions, or magic damage to champions, and heals himself. The heal is increased significantly when Nunu and Willem are on low health. So this right here is going to help a lot when he's doing his jungle clears and he gets really low. So you do your, I don't know, I'm not a jungler so I wouldn't know the clear. I usually go red buff into wolves, then I go take scuttle crab and then blue buff. And by the time you get to blue buff, you're not really high health. Or even when you get to scuttle crab, you're not really high health. So you can use your Q when you're on low health to gain increased significant amount of healing. So right here you saw this little blue thing on top of the red buff. Go in so you can see. Let me just quickly change this stupid thing here so you can see better. But that this little blue thing on top of the red buff here, I think that's actually his passive, because if you take a look at his passive, it's a similar sign for his passive. So that's really cool. And you also saw that he was low on health when he attacked the red buff and used his Q, which also gave him a lot of health. He gained like a half of his health back. So he went from a quarter to 3/4, which is a lot of health and really cool. I think it will help a lot in his jungle clear. So moving on to his W. So his W is actually the giant snowball that we saw in the teaser trailer. It's not actually his ultimate. So what they did was they took his old W, where it gave movement speed and attack speed, and they moved that to his passive with an auto attack and power, and then they changed his W completely. So let's look at his W. Biggest snowball ever. Willem starts rolling a snowball that grows in speed and size, crashing the snowball into a wall, enemy or champion or large monster, damages and knocks up nearby enemies. Reactivating the ability sends the snowball forward in a straight line, damaging and knocking up minions in addition to champions and monsters. And damage and duration of the knockup increases with the size of the snowball. Let's take a look at the ability. it's interesting to note over here that you can actually move around with the snowball. You'll see here he went towards the tower and then next minute he just changed direction. So it seems like you can move around with the snowball, which will help a lot. Like it's like a Scion ulti where you can move a lot but not too much. So it's actually really cool, the fact that they did this, because I mean you could start it say here by red buff and then maneuver it down all the way to blue buff or something like that. So his E, it's still the snowball that he has or that he used to have, but just it's changed a bit more. So Nunu rapidly, it's called Snowball Barrage if you can't read there. Nunu rapidly flings up to 3 volleys of snowballs for a few seconds, damaging champions and monsters and marking them snowbound. Enemies hit by all 3 snowballs in a volley are briefly slowed. When Snowball Barrage when Snowball Barrage ends, all snowbound enemies near Nunu and Willem are briefly rooted. So this little cloud thing above them is obviously the snowbound mark, and then you'll see the 3 snowballs coming out. So it's pretty quick, the snowballs coming out, which is really good because it means that you'll be able to shoot them quickly on a target and then run up to them. So we'll just look at the ability. Enough of my talking here. So that over here is interesting to note because you can it targets multiple champions after you've hit one with all 3 snowballs, which means that if you were to gank or get ganked, say now in top lane or in a big team fight, if you want to play him top lane. I'm talking about him top lane a lot because I play top lane, so I'd probably try him top lane. But even in a team fight, if you were to use your W to get in there and create a big disruption with the knockup, then activate your E, it would target each of them and mark them with snowbound. Then before it goes off and they're running away, you can always flash and then your E goes off, which roots them for a certain duration, and then your team will immediately be able to follow up on that, hopefully. So his R is the same name, and it's pretty much the same, Absolute Zero. Nunu and Willem sap the heat from the area around him, gaining a shield and increasingly slowing enemies as they channel. Enemies still in the freezing zone when it reaches Absolute Zero take massive damage, increased based on the length of the channel. Absolute Zero can be cancelled early, and channeling from bush or fog of war won't reveal Nunu and Willem. So it's the same as his old one, just the new thing is he gets a shield when he channels it, which is really cool because if you go in like full AP Nunu, I'm assuming the shield will scale with AP. So full AP Nunu, you're gonna be really squishy. So you have the shield that you'll be able to use or be able to have when you channeling your ulti. So let's take a look. Okay, so not only has the visual effects of it changed, as you can see over here, but just also the gaining of a shield is also a new change to it, which is really cool. And I feel like he'll be more of an AP, like a how do I say it? He'll be leaning more to build an AP, but have a lot of health items. So he'll have like a Morello Nomicon, Leandri's Torment, Rala's Crystal Scepter, Rod of Ages even to scale as well. Just those things are really cool, or I think they'd be really better with him, or a lot better with him, because you'll be able to have all this high damage with CC and be slightly tanky. So let's look at playing as Nunu and Willem. Nunu and Willem traverse the wilderness in a flurry of snowy magic and yeti fur, locking down objectives and keeping watch for fellow adventurers. Make quick meals of jungle monsters with Consume after crashing into the camp with the biggest snowball ever. Keep on rolling as you roam between lanes, pelting the bad guys with a snowball barrage to slow them down so Willem can have his turn. Once they're nothing but slush, follow the call of the Freljord to take yeti-sized chunks out of the nearest tower. If you're ready for the best snowball fighting of all time, combine a frosty snowball barrage with your ult for an avalanche of disruption. Absolute Zero creates an icy no man's land no foe can cross, protecting friendly folk by zoning the not so friendliness. When the snow finally settles, take a final chomp with Consume to slay a legendary beast and become the true heroes of the land. There's a lot of damage from that dude. What the hell? Whoa, that was actually, wait, hold on. That was a lot of damage. Okay. Wait. Wait, hold on. I knew you could move the snowball. I never knew you could move it this much. I feel like this is really broken right here. Okay, wait, the fact that you can move the snowball around that much is a completely different ballgame now. Excuse the pun. But if you think about it now, not only is this a giant disruption in teamfights because it knocks up all enemies, but you can move it around if someone places like a Vigor stun, a Vigor cage in the middle. You can position the snowball around to go around it instead of just running straight into it. So that's actually really, really strong. So this is just the rest of the Nunu thing. There's a skin, so this would be a splash art. Then this one is, I don't know what this one would be. Okay, it doesn't want to come up now. It's being difficult. Oh my word, taking forever. Okay, I'll leave this thing on the description. But yeah, this Nunu rework actually seems like a lot of fun, and I feel like it's one of the better reworks that they've made. Changing old champions. But let me know what you think about this Nunu rework in the description. Tell me what your favorite ability what your favorite ability of this new rework is, and what you think will be broken or not too broken or whatever. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hit the bell notification to be notified when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.